So I'm making this video to hopefully help anyone that needs it. This is for anybody that has a mental illness or they're going through a rough time, because I know how it feels to feel alone, like nobody else knows how you feel, or feels like nobody cares and like you don't know what to do. And I want to help somebody. That's what I like to do, because sometimes I feel down about not having, talent, or not being able to do this or that, or having a lot of friends. But I'm a loving, caring, and compassionate person, and I like to help people. That's what makes me happy. That's what makes me feel good about myself. So sometimes that's what you have to do, is find something to make you feel good. Anyways, start with myself. The first time that I ever thought about killing myself, I was 8 years old. I was in this area right here. It was just a different couch. And I was laying here and I was thinking about the knives in the kitchen. I was laying here with a stuffed animal. I believe it was one of my Care Bears. I loved Care Bears. So I've had feelings for a while. I'm 19 now, so I've kind of dealt with this most of my life. So I know how it is, and I remember, being 12 and 13, and it was the first time I ever fell in love, and the guy just disappeared off the earth, and I was just so heartbroken, and I just cried and prayed all the time. And I remember just being a teenager, being in high school, just laying on the floor crying, and just all the time, and just having panic attacks and getting anxious over everything. I had this one class when I was in high school. It was a health science class, and if you were in that class, remember also, I'm friends with my teacher from that class on Facebook. She'll know what I'm talking about if she watches this. But we would have to get up and because it was a health science class, we'd have to check each other's temperatures and stuff like that. And I didn't know most of the people in there, and I had social anxiety. I still do a little bit, but not like I did. I've gotten so good. But we have to get up and go ask people, hey, can I check your temperature? Let me check your pulse. Let me watch you breathe, whatever. That made me so nervous. And I cried more than once in that class. I would start crying, and I'll have to go in a different part to that room. I did that a lot. I was in high school. I'm in college now. I'm in my 4th semester of college, and I've only cried in class a few times. So that's pretty good. And I finally have a job. I've had a job for over a year, and actually I've had a part-time job, and now I'm selling for something else, just all online, so I don't have to do anything. My hair looks horrible. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to fix it because it's sticking out right there. Okay, it's a little bit better. But it gets better. I used to just think that I would just be like that forever. I would just always be stuck and alone and just be so afraid of everything. And and I'll tell you, I'm on medication. I have 3 different medications. I only take 2 of them regularly. But I'll say it, and I used to not want to take them because it made me feel like it wasn't me. But now I'm okay with it. I'm accepted that this is how I am. Part of it is my personality, But I also have counseling, so if you need to go have therapy, that's okay. Sometimes our minds get sick like our bodies do. And then my psychiatrist, he's a psychiatrist. He's not a psychologist, he's a psychiatrist. They said that my dopamine levels were probably low. And since I had depression, I don't know if I'm better. Like I said, I'm way better. I'm so happy. It's amazing. My serotonin levels were probably low, so when I had my psychological evaluation, that was a couple years ago, and it was persistent depressive disorder and panic disorder, and it said other phobias may be present. And yes, I do have other phobias, and if I tell you everything that I do, you will think I'm a freak, because I don't know if I actually have OCD, but it's like OCD like tendencies, and it's not, there's people coming over, I gotta clean my house, and I don't like it to be a pigsty. That's not what OCD is. And I honestly, don't call me, whatever, but I kind of get offended when people just take OCD lightly, because I do have OCD tendencies. I do. And it's exhausting, and it's not fun, and it's not just some joke. It's real. It's a real thing. But there's people that actually do have OCD, and they have it way worse than me, and I mean, I couldn't deal with that. But I have been through lots and lots and lots of depression and anxiety episodes, and for a long time I couldn't get a job. Like, I would have to get my mom to like go help me and get applications, and I would sit in the parking lot and have a panic attack and just sit there and cry because I was just so scared. And if you've ever had a panic attack, you know that it's scary. You know, and like me, like, you know, you can't breathe and you're crying, and like my face and my arms go numb. It's horrible. I haven't had one of those in a while. But my phobias, I was kind of debating about saying it because I don't want people to think I'm a freak, but I still haven't got completely out there about everything, but I'm not ashamed like I was, and I'm more open about it. And I am more open partly to help people and to make me feel better, which this video is just mainly not really to make me feel better, it's to help everyone else, because that's what I like to do, is help people. That's something that makes me happy. I think I said that earlier, but what was I saying? I have really like 3 different phobias, and if you're close to me, you may know what they are. And I mean, I laid in bed and cried the other night just because I was scared, and I mean, it's stuff that it's kind of reasonable, but as much as I worry and like do stuff to try to like take care of it, prevent it, whatever, you know, that's not normal, and it's exhausting, because if you don't do it, it bothers you, you have to do it, and it's exhausting to have to feel like you have to do stuff all the time. What I'm saying, the OCD thing isn't funny because it's tiring, but, and I used to, when I had a lot of issues, I would do this thing. I had a notebook, and every day I would write down 3 things that made me happy that day. And it wasn't always like real big things, it was small things, you know. My hair looked good today, my eyeliner looked good, we had this for supper, and I remember I was putting like, I hugged somebody, and I shook someone's hand, and I was probably first because I was so scared of people. Probably shook them first because people don't come up to me, hey, let me shake your hand. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna shake your hand, I'll do that. But so I mean, just simple things. And like yesterday on Instagram, I posted a photo of some chapstick, and I was like, I get excited over the small things, and I do. I went to the dollar store to get some cat food, and I saw that, and I guess it's like a new kind of chapstick that the chapstick brand has, and I saw it, and I was like, ooh, I was like, I gotta get me that. It's green tea mint, and I did get excited over it. And some people might think that's stupid. It's not stupid. It's okay. It's good to get excited and happy over little things. You know, you need to enjoy the things in life, whether you have mental issues or not. And that's something that'll really help you, is just realizing that even though maybe your life might seem like crap, and maybe you're just super depressed, and maybe, you know, you harm yourself and whatever, but it's good to realize that there are still good things in your life, and there will always be something good in your life, I promise. And I mean, this is my son, this is Georgie, but I promise there'll always be good things in your life, you know, no matter what what happens, what you go through, there'll always be something to be happy about. And what I did, oh my goodness, what he's done. I think it's a really good thing because it helps you realize all the good things. I think that's really a good thing to do. And then with the anxiety, I don't remember how many things it is, but you find things that you can see, that you can feel, that you can hear. I remember doing that walking, like I was anxious. I was just like really paying attention to just like how my feet felt when they were touching the ground. And it's just, it makes you feel like, because you know when you're anxious or you're having a panic attack, it can make you feel like you're losing control. So you're like, oh, you know, I can feel this couch. It lets you know that you're still here. You're not gonna, you know, whatever, you're still here, and that you're okay. And also, like I said, I like to help people because I'll say I don't have a lot of talent. There's not a lot of things that I'm good at. And I always just felt really bad about that. But I am a good person. I am. I have a blog on Tumblr. I know you hear a lot of bad things about Tumblr, and maybe this sounds stupid too. But Tumblr has helped me a lot because there are people on Tumblr that care and that go through the same things, and you see that you're not alone, and they're very uplifting. But I actually have 3 different blogs. But I have one blog If you want to follow it, it is I Will Help All Souls. There's no numbers or anything in it, and it's just an advice and positivity blog that I don't get on it a whole lot. Of course I would if I got more followers, but I'll post uplifting things. And if you're a Tumblr user, then you know that you can send messages anonymously. There we go. And so I'll have no idea whether I know you or not. You'll send me a message, and I'll try to give you my best advice, and there's someone to listen. You know that somebody cares. And I feel like I'm just like talking on and on. I don't feel like I'm doing as good of a job as I wanted to, but I really do hope that this helps somebody. Just remember, you're never alone. You're never alone. Never. Never, never. Remember that you are loved by at least somebody. Jesus loves you. And even if you think your family hates you, it's probably not true. And that somebody's always going to care. And that there's always help. You know, don't be ashamed to go to therapy or to get put on medication. And I know that's not... Medication shouldn't be like the first thing you want to do. I mean, you're going to have to like try to help yourself. That's a lot of how I've gotten better, is that I have tried. And now that I know that I can be confident and that I can, you know, be around people and not, you know, freak out like I used to. And the thing with the medication is that it lets you see that you can be better, that you can be okay. And that's part of it. But I know medication doesn't always work. Therapy doesn't always work. And I know that it can be genetic and it can be certain things in your life, because I've had things in my life that have made my depression and anxiety worse. And then once they were gone, I was better. I was. And high school made it worse. I got better when I got out of high school. I did. And if you were at my graduation, you may have seen that I cried just about the entire time, partly because I was anxious and partly because I was sad. Because people always say that high school is the best years of your life, blah, blah, blah. And I didn't hardly do nothing in high school, and it was just like, oh, this was the best part of my life. What? But it's not. If you're one of those people that's depressed about that, no. You've got college. You can grow up and, you know, travel the world, or, you know, get married and have kids, you know, have a big old nice house. Do whatever you want. High school's not the best. For me, it was just a struggle, just socially, really. Because, you know, if you're just, you know, that quiet kid that just, you know, sits by yourself at lunch, people look at you like you're weird. And I've done that a lot, and it makes me feel bad when I see other people sitting alone, but a lot of times I was too scared to go sit with them, and you know, well, maybe you don't, but anyways, let's see, is there anything else I want to say before I close this? I hope I've helped somebody. I do. And then if you ever need somebody to talk to, you can message me, whether I know you or not. You can message me on Facebook, you can text me, Snapchat me, hit me up on Instagram, or follow the blog I told you about. I mean, I'm here. You're not just gonna be like, help, I'm so sad, and I'm not gonna be like, oh, get away from me. I'm not like that. I'm not mean. I'm a kind person. I think that's it. I hope I help someone.